Okay. Hmm. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And the water for letting me know um, the audio and the video and so on and so forth. Now, this is a tweet that I just saw. Okay, from Headline Hunter. As you can see, it says breaking: hazardous toxic chemicals leaking into air in Tucson, Arizona, after a truck overturned on I-10 highway. At Raw's Alerts reports, this is the second toxic chemical spill in the past week in the United States. Okay, and this isn't, low one. This won't be a long stream. Okay, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this video, and you can see it. Okay, you can see it. Let me know if you can hear it. If you can't, it's not really that big of a deal. It's only 45 seconds, and really the video is what matters. But I've also linked the tweet in the description box. So let's take a look at this. Yep. So whatever it is leaking, from that truck. Now, as of right now, um, it says hazardous toxic chemicals. So I mean, we're gonna see what more information comes from it. It may actually be. I mean, it does sure as hell does not look safe to breathe in. Okay, but nevertheless, who knows? He might come out and say, "Oh no, it was just actually this," and try to downplay it, or who knows, man. But the point is that this is the second incident that has happened. As a matter of fact, a whole lot of things have been happening within the past week or two. All right, at the same time, and it has people's heads looking left, right, here, there. But there's a lot going on now. You just had this whole situation, which in Ohio, right, with the train derailment. And the thing that should raise flags in people's minds is, so why wasn't the mainstream media jumping on it like they were with these shooting down of the so-called unidentified flying objects, UFOs? They're busy worrying about the military shooting down UFOs, and they're not mentioning anything about what's going on here, what happened in Ohio. Who knows if they're even going to talk about this? And then I did see somewhere they were mentioning about people in Ohio complaining about headaches, having headaches and not really feeling too well, because of the toxins. Okay, so we obviously we know how this devil moves. The scriptures tell you in 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we don't put these things being deliberate past this devil, because we know the nature of the beast, so to speak. And these are things they do. Micah 2:1, it tells you that they devise iniquity upon their beds, and they practice it, when the morning is light, because it is in the power of their hands. What are the chances all of a sudden a train with chemicals, hazardous chemicals, derails and I just saw the Elder Apostle Ramlab's stream, and I believe he mentioned, I forgot the name of the group, um, but they were saying that prior to the train being derailed, there was a part of it on fire or something, and they didn't even stop it. So clearly, this isn't just something that just happened. Now, how did this? Yeah, let's take a look at this video again. How did this this truck end up in that position? In the first place, carrying all these toxic chemicals. It didn't happen to a food truck. It didn't happen to a truck delivering baby diapers. It didn't happen to. It had to be the truck with the dangerous chemicals. That's the one, man. Shit. Let's take a look again. Very serious. See if I get a good pic. So you can see the tires and the truck is turned on its side, and this is basically coming out from I guess is the back of the truck. Yeah, so you can see it, there's the back of it or so, and it's just all leaking out. How did it end up like this? I don't see any other cars that might have hit into this. Yep, there you go. There comes another breaking news. It says truck carrying hazardous materials overturns on I-10 in Tucson. Shelter in place order issued. Whatever this quote unquote hazardous material is, whatever this you're seeing here is pushing out into the air and people are breathing, I don't know. But hey, we're living in unpredictable times, in the sense of times like never before. Maybe people might start developing some wild ass symptoms. Who knows? People might just start dropping dead. Who knows? We got to watch and see. But what we do know is that things are happening. A lot of strange events are happening at strange times. Okay, and it's not coincidence. These things are not happening by coincidence. Let's finish this real quick. See that? And hey, as the scriptures say, Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And that's going to be very, very crucial as these unexplainable things take place. You're going to need some mental stability so you don't bug out, so you don't lose your mind. And a lot of it, soon as these things, as more and more events take place, and bigger events take place, and it starts affecting people's lives on a major scale, a lot of people are going to be afraid. They're going to be looking for answers. They're going to be looking for something to be told to them that can calm them down, that can make them feel better, that can give them a sense of normality again. But we're far from that. You're far away from home. Okay, that time is all gone. And so the anchor, okay, that's going to hold us down is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, really through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord is things are about to take a supernatural turn very, very quickly. 0 to 144,000. Okay, but let's get this real quick. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 5. It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. And who is this talking about? This is talking about Esau Edom. Okay, really the elite of Esau Edom, because they are the ones who are heading all of these things. The Most High is controlling them on the left hand side through his left hand angels. Right? So they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. And a snare is a trap. They say, who shall see them? And that's because a lot of these things they do, you ain't gonna see and hear Jacob Rothschild come out directly and start giving out these orders. They do it through front men and through others. Okay, they control puppets, so they give out orders and it goes through this individual, this individual, this individual, this individual, all the way on down to the faces that you see and to those that are behind those faces as well. And unless you really know what's going on, you'll initially look at those that you think are the elites, but they're not the ones that are really in control. And so they come up with all these wild, crazy scenarios, these different crises that will get them closer to their NWO. And it doesn't matter how many lives they have to go through, who they have to go through, they will do what they got to do to get what they want. That's the mindset. Yeah, hey, Khan, yep, like the elder apostle Tahar said, why didn't they close down the highway? There's some BS, yeah. It definitely is. And Shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shai Barakatam. So a lot of these strange events are taking place. And really, when you look at it, a lot of these questions can be asked, right? You say, well, if this is like an organic situation, shouldn't you take every precaution necessary right when you see these things happening? But it's almost as though, well, it happened. Well, let's just deal with it. So something is going on. It says in verse 6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. And you also have to remember that. That's why we don't put things past these devils. Okay? It's not far-fetched for them to have used the HAARP to create natural disasters, okay, or man-made natural quote-unquote disasters, like what happened in Turkey. Maybe they did it. All right, it's likely they could have done it through that. Who knows? All right, but we're in that time when these devils are making their move. It's not that they're getting ready to make their move, they're making their move or moves up that are going to get them to that point. They need the world in a chaotic state so that people will beg for peace and they will come and be the so-called new world saviors. And here it is, you still got a lot of people that are in a sleep mind state. And they'll probably see people will probably not even see this. Oh, everything is all good. But now is the time when you have to have your eyes open and watch everything. Everything. Because they'll throw something out here. The second you turn your head to the left, they're doing something on your right. And then they're doing something right under your nose. And then they're doing something right above you. So first is the Chinese spy balloons. They shoot it down, then apparently they're shooting down UFOs. Then they're saying that China's saying, oh, we saw some UFOs in our area. Then they say, oh, we shot one down over this area. The train derailed in Ohio, but now we don't talk about that. Then another derailment in I believe there was one in Texas, and then there was one in South Carolina. Okay, from what I read. And now you have this right here. Not to mention the US just came out and said that they will defend Taiwan, because yesterday I did that video where Chinese or warplanes entered into the Taiwan region, and now the US is responding to that. Meanwhile, you got NATO increasing their army reserves. I believe an increase of 7.5% from what is that, from about 7,000 to 30,000 or so. Okay, so a lot is going on. Yep, they said zero about Ohio on the news last night. I had to catch it. Yep, gone. Yeah, and a lot of people, you say, yeah, you heard about what's going on in Ohio. Well, what happened in Ohio? But wait a minute, hold on. The mainstream media will jump on anything, even things that are ridiculous. Maybe a new trend that comes out, and they'll report on that. But you mean to tell me something that is very, very potentially dangerous, chemicals going up in the air, and there's no news on that? That should catch your eyes. That should wait, hold on a second. CNN ain't jump on this? I did see a video where there was I think it was a tweet, and there was an individual that said, look, I went on CNN.com and not one word, not one peep, not even a line on their site mentioned what was going on in Ohio. So that's what then the gears in your mind start turning. You saying, wait, are they trying to hide this? What's going on here? But see, now we live in a time where you have social media and everybody is watching. So people are constantly you have a lot of alternative media, alternative sites, and people are constantly, anything that happens, people are on it within seconds. Oh, this just happened over here. Is it a psyop? Is it this? And now the elites are starting to realize, yo, we got to do something about this. That's why they're talking about what was that? The UN secretary, I believe, mentioned about coming against free thinkers. Eventually, they're just gonna either they're gonna shut down the whole internet or they're just gonna heavily restrict it, and that way, all this information that goes out, whether it's Odyssey or Rumble or even YouTube, all of that is gonna be shut down. It's gonna come. It's gonna come because they're not able to freely move into that phase of the NWO if we're still here. They need to find a way to get rid of us. We're like that annoying, for whatever you want to call this, but we're just constantly there, just buzzing, every 2 seconds. And there's so much more of us now. Anything that happens, we're on it. We on it. We on it. That's a problem for them. Okay, that's a problem for them, and that's why ultimately, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. See, when you read these scriptures, you got to also put it in real time, right? It's not just words on the paper. You got to put it in real time. Why is it written that way? So Revelation 12:12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil was come down onto you." Who's the devil? Esau. Okay. But the key part is here, having great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And what happens when somebody comes down with great wrath? At that point, that's that. You know what, man? F this shit. Like, imagine, like, imagine a bank robber goes to try and rob a bank, and here it is. He's having all this. He's trying to be a nice guy, and then he hears the sirens of the cops and shit. Then he loses it, and then he might actually start putting some people to death to put that fear in the air to make whoever the clerk is move faster. Because now he's saying, "Look, I don't got time for this shit, man. You put the money in the bag before I blow your head off," or whatever the case is. But these devils know that, look, we're running out of time. The deception is wearing off very quickly, and we're on a time limit. So now they're throwing out 2030, 2025, 2024. Like, they throwing out these dates as to, we want this to be done by this point. All of a sudden, you got to think about it. All of a sudden, they got the WEF, the World Economic Forum, out in the mainstream media, openly being accepted, interacting with these world governments and so on and so forth. All of this happening so fast, just like that, because they know that they have a short time, so they're moving quick. But when it says they're going to come down having great wrath, that's exactly what it means. They're going to come down with great wrath. Then you're going to see that 2nd Ezra 15. You're going to see that 2nd Ezra 16, 68 on down. And what does it say there? The burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. And they shall cast some of you, and that's what they're going to do. So we're living in some serious times, man. And all these events we're seeing are the prelude, okay? The steps that lead up onto that point of no return. And it's gonna get bad out here, man. I mean, we say that, and sometimes, not even sometimes, we sound like a broken record. But you best believe when this thing goes down, you're gonna wish you could have gone back in time to listen to us say it one more time. It's gonna be like we never said it enough because of how bad it's gonna be out here. People are already going through it now. They're saying inflation went up. First they said, oh, it slowed down a bit, but now they're saying it's going up. This economy is on its way out. People can barely afford groceries. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time. I said, how convenient they're doing all these events at the same time. Yeah, exactly. Okay, exactly. They're doing it all at the same time, and just one after the other in rapid succession. So something is going on. All right, and as the scriptures say, pursuant to Isaiah 66 and 62 and 6, as watchmen, right? The Lord set us up as watchmen, and we have to watch, and we will not hold our peace day nor night. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, which means that really you can do videos all day. There's so much going on. It doesn't have to be a 10-hour video, but you get the information out. There's so much happening that can be covered. Even you deal with the East, the Middle East, the Euphrates drying up. That's biblical prophecy. Turkey is now in the headline the tensions between Iran and Israel are spiking. I mean, everything happening around us is all playing into prophecy. And if you understand prophecy, then you got to go into it, right? It's no problem going into it there. But we are in that time. And as Yahweh Shai said, we have to what? Watch as well as pray. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to bring this out. There's another one, and I don't believe that this is by coincidence. You see I'm gonna play it one more time, but you can see the color of whatever this gas, whatever it is. They just said hazardous toxic. We don't know what level it is, what kind of effects it's gonna have on the people, but it's gonna have effects on people. Okay, so I'm gonna play it one more time and then and they driving right past it like it's nothing. Yeah. So yeah, man, you gotta watch everything. There's no coincidences out here. You gotta watch everything. And just because you got your windows rolled up, it doesn't mean you're good. All right. But anyway, Lord willing, this was edifying and informative to the elect. Let's see what happens next. Let's see what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has in store for this place. But anyway, in closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak, Wadash. And until next time, Shalom.